been trying to think how to incorporate what all I want to talk about. And I honestly, I pray before each one of these videos that God may give me the words to actually make a difference, touch, connect with anyone out there, really. Um, because at the end of the day, I don't do this for myself, although I feel that I do get a benefit out of this. I think it helps me deal with a lot of things internally. I do this because I felt led to, because I the I feel like I was led to do this to possibly help others. Obviously, the goal of that, we have to hit 100 people so I can start going live so that we can hopefully have interactive conversations. But that all depends on you guys too. You guys have to want to participate and all that good stuff. Any hoozle, there's actually a window right here that I was kind of looking out, and I was amazed today just how many squirrels are out and running around and kind of doing squirrel things. It's the winter is kind of broken here, and they're finally able to go out and forage again and do their squirrely things. And the amount that I've seen just running around in my backyard is crazy. My backyard kind of backs up to wooded area, and there's just bunches of them running around, climbing trees, messing around on the ground, and it's kind of interesting to watch, right? Um, and it kind of made me think, they live life and they don't fear. I mean, they go along with life. They kind of roll with the punches when something happens. If there is a threat in the area immediately, they react to it. They, go and do what they have to do. Outside of that, they don't live in fear. They just do what they have to do. And I understand some people will be like, well, Paul, that's because they don't have reason. Well, maybe. Um, but maybe it's just because that's what they do. And they just, they have faith and just go about life. And the reason I bring that up is there's an individual that I know that um, was recently saved, and I say recently, within the past year. And he's been sending me tons of stuff that's all like gloom and doom and World War III and oh my gosh, and look, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to discredit it. Could it happen? Absolutely. Am I going to spend my days and all my energy worrying about that? I can't. Because at the end of the day, none of us decide to go to war. I don't know if you know this. The amount of voting, the amount of protesting, anything, we don't decide that. We unfortunately usually have to deal with it, but we don't decide it. So with that, I just usually, again, I concentrate on the things that I can control, just like in normal life, in in my work life. I I concentrate on the things that I can control. I go about life and I try to prepare appropriately, right? But I don't spend all my time on the doom and gloom. I choose, rather, to know that time is precious and I'm going to enjoy it and choose happiness and joy and choose trying to encourage others and try to help others also enjoy the precious thing of life that we have and the precious short amount of time that we have to do it. 70, 80, 90 years sounds like a lot, but they go by in a blink of an eye. Talk to anyone that's up there in years, talk to anyone in my age bracket and ask them about, when they were in high school. The whole time goes by like that. So I guess my point is, don't allow what's going on in the outside world. Like, know what's going on, be educated, but fear not. God tells us that all the time in the Bible. Fear not. There's, there's no, fear does nothing but rob today of joy. You can't fear things into not happening. You can't be so afraid that it protects you from it. I've even talked about this with some people, like my wife and stuff. Like, my family has a long history. I often joke that I'll either die of a heart attack or cancer, because that seems to be the MO for anyone that I've been related to. It's generally not just old age that takes people that are related to me. A few have, but generally it's cancer or a heart attack. That doesn't mean I'm going to live my life in fear that I'm going to die of a heart attack or cancer. It does mean that I'm educated on it and will handle whatever when it comes about. And that's what it's all, that's what life is all about. Like, you can be educated on a matter. You can, be educatedly prepared for a matter, but you shouldn't fear it. You shouldn't let it rob you of joy. It shouldn't let you rob you of today, because tomorrow is not promised, kids, and you might as well enjoy and try to make life the best that you can while you're here. So, I hope that all made sense. I hope I didn't just ramble on pointlessly for a while. I hope I didn't become the squirrel that's out my window. But I hope that you all don't let fear engulf your lives and just choose joy. Try to spread it, because Lord knows there's not enough of it out there. Try to be encouraging to someone today. And God, I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing day. I'm going to hop off here and go to work and try not to make everyone else's lives miserable. Huh? Have a good one.